Guys, welcome to another video, and this video is going to be Event of Code Day 3. Let's go. The heck is a gondola lift? Oh, nice, I remember. I rode in one of these once in my entire life. What numbers? Because they're not adjacent to a symbol. 114? What the heck is 58? The heck is a symbol? I guess it means this. So 58. Wait, then. What? It's like directly adjacent? Engine. There are a lot of numbers. Any number adjacent to a symbol, even diagonally. So 114 and 58. Okay, so because this is diagonally adjacent. Okay, so two problems. One, we have to traverse somehow. Two, we have to actually get the entire number. So I'm gonna open my input right here. I'm just gonna copy this as an example. But I understand what has to be done. Well, the easiest way is to do BFS. Actually, no. What would be smarter is okay. So what's this big brain move? So we need to build a matrix for it first. So val matrix is equal to, I'll just say array list of array list of char, right? So while scanner has the next line, we're gonna say matrix dot add just an empty array. Really? Okay, I guess it doesn't support empty array list. So I have to type this out manually. Now, I'm gonna do a little neat trick. So I'm gonna do matrix dot. Actually, you know what? Um, let's do scanner dot next line dot to char array. What happened? Dot two. Can I just directly convert to a to list or something? Uh, that's a little bit frustrating. What the heck? Okay, you know what that would do? I'm gonna add empty array list of char. I was trying to be a little bit clean about this, but I guess I'm gonna do it a little bit dirty. So scanner dot next line dot to collection of matrix dot last. So now hopefully when I print matrix dot size, I'll get something that isn't corrupted output. So it should be 10, right? Building, building, building. Okay, cool. What about matrix zero dot size? 10 and 10. At least it's parsing correctly. That's what I want to make sure. Now we have the matrix. Well, n is equal to matrix dot size n is equal to. Oh, I messed the order. Um, um, I'll say. I forgot to format a document. How do I format a freaking document? I don't know how to format it. I forgot the keybind for formatting it. Help! Ah, whatever. So, for I in 0 until n, for j in 0 until n, well, that should be m. So we're doing kind of a matrix traversal, but I don't want to use BFS. Um, okay, so we're gonna say, okay, this is a big brain move. So if the matrix at this location is not a digit, then we just continue on. Then, yeah, so we want all the numbers that are adjacent to your symbol. So all k is equal to j, we'll column j, while k is less than, and matrix I of k, that is digit. We're going to do num is equal to num times 10 plus. So we're appending a digit. Matrix I k that 2 digits. Plus plus. And then now, we're gonna scan the area around it. Like, I'm sure there's a really clever way to do this. But this is quite big, so I don't want a solution to run too slow. How do I efficiently scan the area? Origin is yeah. I'm gonna format the document. How the frick do I format this? Refactor, reformat. Control L. I press one wrong key. So now skip 2 is equal to 0. We're gonna say skip 2 is equal to J. Mm, Let me Google K. So I guess I need to scan the top, right? So if I is bigger than 0, for I don't know, I'll just name this Q. I don't care about the variable names anymore. Q in, so say max of 0, because keep it diagonally adjacent to min of until min of n, okay, plus 2. Yeah. I guess I'll do it this way. P in, so max of 0, I minus 1, to min of I until min of I plus 2, and this should be m. So if matrix of P, Q is not a digit, and matrix P, Q is not equal to dot, then you can say answer, yeah, I need the answer, answer plus equal to num. Then at the end, I'll just print out the answer. I just use this tag to break out. Colon is really handy in this aspect. I think that should be it. Then I said skip to K. 2020 what? Okay, let me print out what I'm getting. So what numbers am I getting that I'm adding? So I have 35. Sure. This is interesting. Why is this not getting it? Okay, let me see numbers we have. What numbers are we considering? I hope we are considering the top one. Yeah, so we're considering that. We're getting all the numbers. So 758, 592. Yeah, so we're getting all the appropriate numbers we want. PQ. Oh, it should be up to K. Shoot. Yeah, because K is the endpoint. 4361. Now we're going to try this large input. See what we get. So we have this. Huh. First time I got wrong answer. Hmm. Let me review the problem just to make sure I'm not misunderstanding everything. How long is this taking me? This is a little bit pain. Hmm. It's not equal to dot. The number is not too big, so I'm definitely not overflowing. I'm definitely not overcounting the number more than once. Yes, anything besides a period, and it's not a digit. So I'm at row I. Let me try some debugging. That's a lot of numbers, but I want to make sure it's right. Not sure what's wrong at the moment. Is this restriction wrong? Hold on. Maybe a digit still counts as a symbol when you have other numbers around it? But that's also not right. 4361. And I'm using the complete input. I'll have to go through this line by line. Matrix IJ. It's not a digit we skip. Yeah. Begin like this. J minus 1. Oh! No. Should be K plus 1. Because it's a 1 over the right boundary. Yeah. Took a little bit to get the bug. The gear is any star symbol that is to exactly two part numbers. Its gear ratio is the result multiplying. You need to find gear ratio. Every gear. Okay. So now we're going to tackle this problem backwards, and this is going to be a little bit painful. We're going to need a different representation of the matrix. So instead of being a char, this has to be a... screw it. I'm just going to make a brand new matrix. I'm not going to try to be efficient. So matrix 2 is going to be equal to int array. Well, it's going to be equal to array of int array n. Okay. So now can do this. We will say for q in j to j until k, matrix 2 of ij equal to num. And there's no zeros, right? I'm hoping there's no zeros. Is there a zero? Well, I mean, there's not a zero by itself. That would not make sense. But they can technically do that. So if they do that, I'm screwed. At least I don't know that they did that. So we're going to loop through the thing again. I'm just going to copy this. So I don't need to skip to logic anymore. So if matrix ij dot is digit or matrix ij is not equal to a dot, then we continue. And I guess, oh, I have to write that again, whatever. I'm just gonna check around it for p in j minus 1 or q in those j's before should be an I. If p is bigger or equal to 0 and okay. So this is max. For q in max 0 till until min of m equals 2. Yeah, so we'll have number of things. Num count equal to 0. So if Oh, I just realized a flaw with that. Because I'll read the same number more than once. Why don't I just reverse the problem? I'm gonna undo this. Actually, okay. This is far enough. Back. I'll have a new matrix too. For every adjacent symbol, we're going to say matrix. No, let's have a matrix 3. Screw it. Matrix 2 of I of j plus plus. Matrix 3 is going to be the total. Matrix 2 is going to be count. Matrix 3 is going to be a total. For now, we copy this loop again. If matrix matrix 3, this is supposed to be plus equal to num. Matrix 2 I j is equal to 2 plus matrix 3 of I and j. So with the example inputs, actually this is supposed to be multiply. What am I doing? So I need to multiply them and I need to add up. 0 what? Oh, this is supposed to be P and Q. Plus 6, 7, 8, 3, 5 seems right to me. Let's get my puzzle input again. I hope the number is not overflowing. Alright, GG. This is a little bit tedious, but we got it done. So the solution for this is, so I'm not gonna talk about a story, I'm just gonna talk about strictly what you have to do. So you're given a grid, you have to find all the numbers in the grid such that they're adjacent to your symbol. And the symbol means it's not a digit, because that's just nearby numbers. And it has something other than a period, like either directly adjacent to it, so left, right, up, down, or like diagonal to it. So 633 is diagonal to this particular thing. Now, you just find all the numbers that meet the criteria and you add them up. So the tricky part is be able to traverse this grid and figure out appropriately. So what I did was I converted the input to a matrix and I went through every row, every column. If it's not a digit, because the way I went about it is I first establish the number I'm currently on and I always land on the left digit. So I go as far right as I need to include the whole number. That's what I do. And then I parse the number along the way, and this is a little trick. Can add digits to the right. And then go through, basically this goes through every single possible adjacent square without going out of bounds because of these max and mins. And if I see a symbol that's basically this criteria, then that's for part 2. Well, see, if it meets that condition, they can just add it to the answer. But this is part 2, so I did something a little bit different. So I have the exact same logic. So instead of trying to like start at a symbol and try to look at numbers around it, I'm just reusing my logic of starting at a number and look for nearby symbols. And that makes it easier because if you start with symbol, you have to parse a whole number adjacent to you, and that's going to be quite a pain. Whereas if you just start with a number, well, you've already done the parsing of the number. Then just look for the nearby symbols. You don't have to do anything fancy. So I keep these matrices. So this matrix 2 is going to be the number of integers, numbers, in the grid that's adjacent to this symbol. And matrix 3 is going to be product of all of it. All of adjacent numbers for that symbol. So now I go through this again to see if we have exactly 2 numbers nearby, then I just add the product to the answer. So see you guys on day 4.